Alrighty guys, so today I'm going to do a video on what is the history of King Yemma and King Yamma from my two favorite shows, Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu Hakusho. In this video, I'm going to analyze their similarities, differences, and I will provide a historical background on the deity that they are based on. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight into the video. Let's start off with the historical background. Both King Yemma and King Yamma are based on the deity Enma Daio. Enma Daio is often referred to as Yan in Chinese mythology. He is portrayed in mythology as the judgment man who makes decisions for the dead. In mythology, he is always depicted as a large man with a cap. He also temporarily sends subjects to certain regions where they would stay until they are reincarnated into another form. Looking at King Yamma and King Yemma from Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu Hakusho, both of them definitely are large characters that retain some of the features of Enma Daio. In both Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu Hakusho, both kings had minions that enforce the judgment of all of the spirits that are received in judgment by King Enma. Like Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball Z, Enma resides in a world that serves as a gateway between heaven and the netherworld, a place often referred to as hell by Western culture. In Yu Yu Hakusho, there exist 5 worlds which include the human world, the demon world, the spirit world, the netherworld, and limbo, with Enma residing in the spirit world. In Dragon Ball Z, Enma simply resides in the other world, and depending on the spirit's actions during their life, they can be sent either to heaven or hell, or have the option to train if they are significant in their lives. With all these similarities, it is obvious that the spirit kings in both animes are based on this deity. Now, looking at all of their similarities, it is said in mythology that Chinese parents often tell their children not to lie, or else Enma will rip their tongue out. This is shown in Dragon Ball Z, where King Yemma showed great anger whenever someone lied. In Yu Yu Hakusho, it can be assumed that King Yamma would behave similarly, as Enma was always frightened if he failed to fulfill his father's promise, which can be interpreted as a lie. One interesting similarity is the fact that the Dragon Ball Z King Yamma is actually similar to Yu Yu Hakusho's son of King Yamma, often referred to as Enma. King Yemma in Dragon Ball Z is the boss of his minions, but he is not the complete ruler, as there are other beings who have higher authority over him, like the Grand Kai or the Supreme Kais. This is similar to Junior Enma, as he is the boss of Team Uramichi and his demon assistants, but is not in complete power like his father. In terms of appearance, both of the kings are huge men with caps. They also both speak with a voice of authority. In terms of their differences, it should be noted that in Dragon Ball Z, King Yemma is short-tempered and more brash than King Yamma in Yu Yu Hakusho. In Yu Yu Hakusho, King Yamma was short-tempered from what we heard from Enma, but when we saw him, he remained calm and didn't show anger even when he was forced to use his special defense force. In terms of their difference in appearances, Yu Yu Hakusho's King Yamma was shown with glasses and tan skin instead of red. Enma in Yu Yu Hakusho, however, is not depicted as having horns on his hat in his official appearance. He was, however, seen with more demonic features in Enma's interpretations of him. On the other hand, King Yemma from Dragon Ball actually looks a lot more like a demonic version of Ox King. It can be argued that in terms of how powerful they are, King Yamma from Yu Yu Hakusho is extremely high in power compared to King Yemma. King Yemma was very powerful and was stronger than Raditz, but later on in the series, his power is nothing compared to the stronger villains. King Yamma is a top A-class demon, with very few demons or humans being more powerful than him, besides S-class demons. Another difference between both versions of Enma is that in Yu Yu Hakusho, Yamma has a son who does the bulk of the work, whereas in Dragon Ball Z, King Yemma has a lot more workers who help him. King Yemma from Dragon Ball Z was seen sending souls to be purified in Fusion Reborn, whereas in Yu Yu Hakusho we never saw souls being reincarnated, but it is mentioned in the manga by Enma, when he was basically implying that Yusuke could be reincarnated into another form, as shown with his animal poo. Overall, in the manga and the anime, King Yemma in Dragon Ball Z played a much bigger role in the series, whereas Yamma was important but was not seen in the manga and the anime as much as King Yemma was in Dragon Ball Z. So guys, that's been my video for today. I hope you guys learned a lot about the deity that these kings are based on. I hope I didn't confuse you guys by saying Yamma and King Yemma all the time. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and remember, as I always say, to have a great day, guys.